What's his name?
Huh?
Are you? No, we're talking about a girl or a guy?
Yeah, a girl.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not being a dick. I just thought.
No, I know.
You thought it was like you can't tell.
Yeah.
I thought you were gay. I mean, not that it matters anymore. Everybody's gay and straight, I think, nowadays.
What are you on the 1 to 10?
Is 10 gay or 10 straight?
I'd say 10's pretty gay.
Yeah,
So 10 is gay?
gay. Yeah.
30.
What's up? Welcome to episode... Brother, what is it?
No.
We're at like 163, and if we're not...
that sounds right.
We're here to talk about absolutely nothing, and we don't know why you're watching because we have no relevant information. Is that right?
100%. And listen, it's just three white men. We are your new...
I'm black from the waist down, and you knew that.
True.
Well, I shouldn't have worn shorts. That's the
And
illusion.
I don't know who my father is, so he could be anything.
Yeah, we're the new founding fathers, the three of us. That's what this is.
We got Chris Distefano in the building. If I said his last name wrong, it doesn't matter. We're all humans. We're going to die, right?
Yeah, you said it right. It doesn't matter. I genuinely, I don't understand why anyone's listening to this podcast, to my podcast, to podcasts in general. Move on, find a new medium. It's over.
I mean, this is the bare minimum of entertainment.
Yeah.
And it's just this and the TikTok, and it's like we get the most rewards, and it's like that's not going to work.
No.
It's going to end soon, and I'm waiting for it. And I'll monetize the end. I'll find a way to monetize the end on Patreon. But I am feeling like, why do we even do this anymore?
I do want to ask, how long have you been with your Puerto Rican?
She's my Puerto Rican. We leased her in 2014.
Yeah.
We re-upped the lease in about 2018.
Did you refinance?
We refinanced.
Oh,
yeah.
you have to, because the interest on Puerto Ricans now is
Huge.
insanity.
Yeah. She's not laughing. See, that's how you know when you look up. When I look over, sometimes here's the thing with her is sometimes like I know like she's in a mood where she wants to laugh, but then sometimes you just and then when I get that look that I just saw, what's going to happen now for the next hour, I won't even look half an inch to the right because I can just feel it. So I'm just going to be like, I just want to say that I love Jasmine.
And then you inseminated her? Is that correct?
Yes. Well, it's interesting because she is the mother of my children, my girlfriend, but it's interesting that she gave birth to our children and got impregnated, but she fucks me in the ass with the dildo. That's how we get
pegging, as the kids say.
Pegging, but she keeps getting pregnant, even though our only type of intercourse has been her pegging me on a regular basis.
Interesting. Well, your kids are God. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, my kids are Ariana Grande. God is a woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jared's got a different opinion about that. Yeah, he doesn't like women. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, no, I was raised by, two moms, and they just really put a bad taste in my mouth.
Because you look like a woman who's going through testosterone therapy. Like you look like you could be a transitioning woman.
It's
right?
So
he has a vibe.
I've written that down. I've never said it out loud.
It's so funny you say that. There was a kid, he was going through and roasting like all of our senior photos in high school, and the only thing he had to say about me was he goes, "Why does this dude look like a lesbian?"
Well, you like women, so like you're on the same path.
Yeah,
I mean it works out.
It's not even it's not even a lesbian. You look like someone who was born a female and decided like a Chaz Bono. Buck Angel?
Holy shit. I haven't heard of Chaz Bono in forever.
Who you look like. You look like Chaz Bono on Ozempic.
What did Bobby Lee call you?
Bobby Lee?
Yeah, we had him on.
He called me Uggo.
He said if I was in prison, I'd get ran through by anyone else but this man right here.
Yeah.
And you said, I take that as a compliment. And then he got really mad.
Yeah, he was like... He started ripping into me. He's like, "No, you are the worst human being I've ever laid my eyes on."
So you haven't gotten your knee dirty. What's going on there?
My knee is dirty?
No, you haven't gotten down on one knee for the beautiful.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know. We're married under the law of common. We're married under common law.
Like every little girl wanted.
Yeah.
I thought you just meant the rapper.
Yes.
I thought he came out with a new set of laws.
Well, the problem is we keep trying to plan a wedding, but then we just keep having more kids. So we have to delay because she's like, I don't want to be pregnant in my wedding dress. I'm like, well, you're 6 months pregnant again.
She's 6 months pregnant right now?
No, she's, are you pregnant right now? No, she's not. She's not pregnant right now.
And for a Puerto Rican, that's unheard of.
That's big. No,
99% of them are pregnant right now.
Yeah. No, she's not pregnant right now, but we do, we got our kids. We love our life. And I don't think I'm going to delay. I was saying for sure when this first, Jazz will tell you, like on December 31st, she was like, everyone's like New Year's resolution. She was like, what do you want like 2023 to be? I was like, I want this be the year that it ends for me. I want to kill myself. Like I want to, but I've delayed it now. I just told her on the way over here, like I'm not going to do it in 23. But maybe
are you going to go noose?
I push it to 24. No, I think if I was, I think I'm going to, I would probably either, I wouldn't hang myself. I think I would either take like a bunch of like NyQuil. I think I'd take like a bunch of NyQuil and drink like a ton of Red Bull, or I'd blow my head off with a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah. What t-shirt would you load up in there? One of your kids?
I would probably, I would probably put my new Knuff, because I just saw the Barbie movie and I got a t-shirt that says Knuff.
Oh,
it's
nice.
enough with a K.
You got to do it in the theater, though.
I'd use that one. Dude, I liked Barbie. Did you guys like Barbie?
We haven't seen it yet.
Dude, you have to see Barbie.
We've been so busy doing nothing that but we're going to check it out.
You have to see Barbie. It was a great movie. At first, I was getting like a little annoyed in the middle. I was like, I get it. The patriarchy sucks. I get it. But it's like, just get over it, lady. And no, but then towards the end, they do a great thing where they kind of talk about how the patriarchy sucks, but so does Barbie, and having everything her way, that also sucks, and it's about balance. I like that message.
No, we're the same way. I mean, we do only have white people on our podcast, but we're gonna 2024 is our balance year.
Yeah,
like we've got this. Our buddy who's working the mics back there, he went to an HBCU.
Yeah,
which is, I mean, the kid is transcending talent.
Yes.
I asked him, I was like, how was it there? And he said, I'm just black, I didn't go there. And I was like, oh, you're fibbing, but because he definitely went there, because only black people can go to HBCUs, and you obviously didn't go anywhere else.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not true, because they're always like, I remember there's always like one or two white guys just around, just and a couple of Asians.
Yeah, but they skew the test too much.
Yeah, but nowadays, okay, but let me ask you this, because like for me, for example, I have Puerto Rican girlfriend, my children are Puerto Rican, and so then therefore, because I feel like in my house, like the census, like the majority of people that live in my house are Puerto Rican, so I then identify as Puerto Rican.
As you should.
So because people, my thing is I'm all about whatever anybody wants to do. Like if somebody's like, listen, I identify as a boy, but I was born a woman, I accept that. I love that. But that then the same as if I want to identify as Puerto Rican, then you should have to accept that as well.
Oh, of course. And you've got Top It To You in your pocket right now. You don't have to show anybody.
1,000%. I fart adobo.
Did you go to college?
I did, dude. I went to undergrad at St. Joseph's College, actually not far from here. Shout out. And then I went to graduate school at the New York Institute of Technology, NYIT on Long Island. And I'm I had a physical therapy degree.
Gotcha. How do you feel about chiropractors?
Chiropractors, I was taught in school that they're like all quacks and it's not real medicine, but that's bullshit. I know a chiropractor very well now, and he's one of the smartest men I know, and I think that they know the human body. They know the human body as
say this, man.
Dude, they know the human body as well as, Prince Andrew. They know it.
I mean, Prince Andrew knows as well as or better, because Prince Andrew, that's tough to beat.
Yeah, I know, dude.
That guy knows the human body.
Yeah, he knows it, and yeah, how come the TV doesn't work?
Listen, man. Nothing works here. These cameras don't even work. We're just having a good time. Get three guys just hang out and just talk without it being recorded and putting on the internet and we just have the ego thinking people want to listen.
Yeah, I think what's good about the point I'm at in my life and career now is I've reached the point where I've been doing it long enough where, of course, you want people to listen. You really, really do. And you want to put out the best show possible. But I've just realized now that truly nobody cares, even when you have a great show. It's even the best Joe Rogan episodes that change history. It's like there's 2 more episodes that week. So it's like whatever you say, whatever you do, no matter how stupid a thing you said was or how great a thing you said was, in 24 hours, nobody cares. They're on to the next thing.
Well, it's like, Jared was saying this before he came. He said MLK's speech, if it was done now, just a Tuesday, because he's going to come out with another one next week.
Right. I think that that's why I was saying before, like podcasting, like having to force myself to talk about things for 2-3 hours a week. And I'm starting to be like, why am I doing this?
I mean, on the way here, you had to convince your wife or your girlfriend to come with you. I'm sure she was like, why we got to go do this stupid thing? You're traveling all over town. You've got kids. That's way more important.
Yeah, she was like, what are we going to do? We're going to go from Staten Island to Brooklyn to do what? Like, so you can fucking, she's like, you half the shit you're going to say, you just said to me in the kitchen for the last 3 hours when
I didn't think it was funny there.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I was just trying to clean the house because you're a pig and you're just spouting up your ideas. Like, just record that and go sit in the pool.
Well, good.
I know, but I want to come in because I want to meet you guys. And ooh, nice watch.
Oh, thank you.
I like that. So what do you guys do? So how'd you guys start a podcast? Because are you stand-up comedians? What's going on?
No,
no.
We're lowbrow, sit down, not comedians.
But YouTube guys, like what is it? How did this come about?
So we met. I moved to LA. I found this 2-bedroom apartment, 900 square feet. 10 guys were living in it. I found
10 guys.
10 guys.
10 guys,
Wow.
2 rooms.
I couldn't. Never signed a lease before. Didn't have any money in my pocket. This is the only place that would take me. So I move in, and I'm just living through hell. You turn on the microwave, the air conditioner at the same time. All the power went out. I'm eating the same dollar store food every day for years. And then at some point, this little mouseketeer comes in with he's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And
fresh from Ohio, you know.
Right.
And then I moved in here because, like, in Ohio, I moved into my first apartment when I was like 17.
Right.
And I found it on Craigslist.
Right.
And the guy was just like, can you pay rent? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, all right.
Yeah.
You move in. And then you get to California and it's like, they're doing like an FBI background search on you. And they need you need $100,000
Right.
in the bank just to rent a studio apartment.
Right.
So we found this. It was pitched to me as affordable housing for young creatives, right?
it was just middle-aged men that were drunk, and they really like knives.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy that lived above, actually, this is really funny. We've told it before.
Wait, hold on. The first day I move in,
That's what I was gonna
walk
say.
in,
Yeah.
and I go, no, this is about you. I know where you were
Oh,
going.
watch your mouth.
I
Here we go.
walk in, I go to introduce myself. I'm like, hey, I'm Jared. And he looks me up and down and goes, you're just another face to me.
I was broken, man. You ever been broken?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel good. And you got to take it out on people that look happy.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you got to do. That's what my dad did. That's why he's not here around.
He's dead?
Oh, well, to our family, possibly. No, he's good. He's good.
He just walked away.
He got promiscuous with other vaginas, as the kids say.
It happens, man.
It happens. Not with you and your girl. She looked at
She
you
allows
again?
it. He's saying it's fine.
Yeah, yep. The eyebrows say differently.
No.
Eyebrows are expressive on her. Huh? Yeah. They said everything through the glass.
Yeah, well, so he cheated and then mom threw him out.
No, she tried to make it work, and I think he just wanted to.
He just wanted to get some. But does he see you guys, the kids?
A lot.
Yeah.
Not at all.
If
oh,
you're
yeah.
listening.
We're not allowed.
He'll see us. I'll see him soon. But
Sure you will.
the first night, I know this about you, but this is kind of funny. The first night he was there, Jared. So he gets a top bunk, and the person below him is he takes a lot of drugs, and he's been hooking up with this heroin shorty. I don't know how the kids say it again,
Okay.
but at night they like to get physical and have coitus in a room of 6 people.
Good word.
And I knew this was happening, but I forgot to tell him, mostly because I didn't think he'd last more than a week. So he's on the top bunk, and he's from Ohio, and this is California, and he's never felt an earthquake before. And do you want to take it from there?
So yeah, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden I feel like a rumbling, and I wake up. I'm like, oh my god, it's happening, you know, like this is my first earthquake. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, yo, this earthquake's got some rhythm to it. and then it stops, and I was like, okay, that was weird. That was cool though. And then it starts up again. I'm like, oh, these are the aftershocks people always
Right.
talk about. And then again, I was like, this earthquake's got some rhythm. And then it stops. And then it starts up again. And I was like, this motherfucker below me is just going to town on this girl. But it would always start like really slow. And it would just progressively get faster, stop.
Well, they would
Slow,
stop to shoot up
slow.
the heroin, and then they'd be right back in the pocket.
And then, dude, it went on for hours. I'm talking hours. And this is night 1. And
Wow.
And I'm just
then
watching him, and the light left your eyes that night.
That was
But you stayed.
I stayed. That was the moment it all went downhill,
Yeah.
you know, because, you know, I didn't have anything to live for at that point.
Well, how many years ago was that?
4?
4? Yeah.
That's your first
Well,
threesome,
4.5 years ago. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, so you babies. You're just, what are you, 23, 24 years old?
I just turned 25.
Wow. You too, 25?
36. Look great. Huh?
I bet you don't even have hair on your nut.
Well, come over here and see them, buddy.
Let me see
I've
it.
got 6 hairs on my nuts, and I braid them, so
Good.
they look fantastic.
That's good. So you guys you have good energy. You really like each other. other?
No. He calls me his acquaintance. You know what I'm listed in, as my contact in his phone?
What?
Jared roommate. I've known this motherfucker for 4.5 years, and we've been through hell and back, and I'm still Jared.
That
roommate.
wasn't hell.
And it's a picture.
That was a great time.
The contact photo is a picture of him and his mom.
Okay. You call me a lot, and I want to see my mom when, like, I want to get happy when I receive a call from you. If I see your face, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna put it right back down. I see my mom. Oh, mom. I get disappointed, but I'm still on the phone.
Right.
And that's good for me to do, and you're welcome. Okay. Over to you, since this isn't about us.
I want it to
but
be
it should
about
be.
you.
But it should be.
It should be. I don't think you guys need guests.
Thank
you
goodness.
guys have a good chemistry with just you two.
He goes, yeah, I gotta go get my kids.
I think some pods, some pods just try to get guests when they don't need them, dude. You guys are fucking great together. I would listen to those stories all day. But ask me something.
He goes, I will absolutely never listen to it, but I would do it all day. We need help with love.
Okay.
You seem like one who's, you're in a committed relationship. It's going great. You guys are able to joke around. It's beautiful.
Yes, I am. She was filing for divorce on the ride over.
And that's wonderful.
Yes.
Who's getting whose money? Because she looks like she comes from a very wealthy family.
Survey says that's a lie. Okay. No, she would get the money. We share our money. Which
kid would you take?
I would take. You know what I would do just for a power move, because we have 3 kids. We have our daughters, but then we have a stepson. She had a child from a previous relationship. I take that kid. I take her son. I would take
that
her
is a
child,
power move.
and then that's what I would do.
You let that fly?
I would just.
You let her just bring in another one?
Dude, she was there. At the bar. I met her at a bar called Place to Beach, and he was 4 years old. He was right there. She used to take him to the bar.
You must not believe in post-birth abortion.
No.
Be honest, how many times have you tried to abandon that kid? Just drop him off at like a Target.
That's your favorite one, though, a little bit, right?
I love that kid.
Because that one's going to be the best at baseball. And you're like, we're going to make our money back.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking left-handed. He's sick at Rubik's Cubes. I love that little kid. No, I like him. Being a step-parent is... It's a harder job because it's more of like a thankless job where you do everything, and then they're going to be like, fuck you, you're not my dad, which I understand. But it's like you got to do it anyway.
Does he call you dad, or does he call you Chris?
No. He doesn't even call me Chris. He calls me Jim. He just calls me by somebody else's name.
Just no respect. He's like, what's this one's name again? She's like, he's been here for like 10 years.
Yeah, like, this is my stepdad, Gary.
Have you ever thought about maybe during the summer getting like really tan? So it's like, actually, I am your father.
I tried. We went to Florida 2 weeks ago, and I had a bit of a tan, but I just...
He liked you? Did he like you more in Florida?
No, he liked me less in Florida.
Oh,
it's
white people.
He liked me. Yeah, I know.
Just like his mom.
Yes, I know. Yeah, it's true. She does. She likes the whites. He liked me less in Florida because I kept trying to throw him into like bodies of water that had alligators. So he didn't like that. But I was like, it's just a fun joke,
it's
dude.
It's a goof.
It'd be funny if you got eaten by an alligator from my fucking Patreon. It'd be funny.
Very biblical of you.
No.
Isn't that what they used to do with the pharaohs, and they used to throw them in there and kill them? I don't know how well-versed you are on your Bible reading. Did you do it this morning?
The Bible, this morning? No, I didn't read the Bible this morning. What did we do this morning? No, this morning. You know who's my Bible? You know Ryan Holiday from the Daily Stoic?
Good Bible.
That's who I listen to. That's who I listen to every day with just a bottle of fentanyl next to me.
Oh, very Jared's uncle.
So what happened? What's going on with his love? He's got a love. You're in love?
Oh, he's got to. You want to break it down?
I'm in a little bit of a situationship right now. I've been talking to this girl. We've been hanging out. A lot of nighttime hangouts. Haven't been on an official date yet. Okay. I've asked a few times, and each time there's something that comes up.
Anything that could be moved around easily.
Yeah, and so. I was asking her friends, and her friends are like, don't overthink it, but that's me. I'm an overthinker.
So what's saying? So you're saying she never wants to hang out with you? She just wants to text?
No, she just wants to have sex.
I'm being used for my body.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you're just being used for your body. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's a deep.
Tell me about it, buddy. Yeah. So you feel you don't like feeling used?
I do. I just wish I knew. Just the true intentions, Have
you had a conversation?
Where's this going?
What's his name?
Huh?
His name? What's his name?
Zach.
Oh,
Jared.
Are you? No, we're talking about a girl or a guy?
Yeah, a girl.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not being a dick. I just thought.
No, I know.
You thought it was a
like you can't tell.
Yeah.
I thought you were gay. I mean, not that it matters anymore. Everybody's gay and straight, I think, nowadays.
What are you on the 1 to 10?
Is 10 gay or 10 straight?
I'd say 10's pretty gay.
Yeah,
So 10 is gay?
gay. Yeah.
30.
Yeah. I got that.
Before we continue, we've got a sponsor that I'm pretty excited about. BetterHelp. Is your brain bad? Well, guess what? You can fix it. Hey, here's a little analogy. We go to the gym and we work out. We work our muscles out. We get our body in shape when we don't feel as great as we can as a bodily human. But we just let our mind go to waste? But Zach, what? We don't have a gym for our mind. Yes, we do. Therapy. And what's the easiest way to get into therapy? BetterHelp, buddy. You ever heard of it? Let me tell you a little bit more. BetterHelp is a place where people with interesting brains, kind of like me, sometimes have some dark thoughts or some light thoughts, can go and get a tune-up with a medical professional, or at least a therapistical professional. That word is not from their prompt, but I just made it up because I can do anything I want. It's my podcast. BetterHelp, you need to use to make your brain happy. And if you're going through something like I have, I've gone through really dark times. But you know what? Talking to somebody helped. Do I want to expand on it? Not right now, because I'll expand on it with my therapist. Thank you so much. Jared, tell them some more about it.
The best parts about BetterHelp is that it's online and it's completely flexible to your schedule. All you have to do to get started is fill out a brief questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist.
Your brain can feel lost a lot of the time. Your mind can wander. Well, let therapy be your roadmap with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/dropouts today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/dropouts, 10% off your first month. What a deal. There aren't many things that'll benefit your life more than therapy. It's like getting the most XP points for your little character that's running around in this digital world we live in.
Thank you, BetterHelp.
And me for telling you about it. Squarespace! Thanks, buddy, for sponsoring this podcast. We appreciate you, but we also use you, and you should too. Oh, I live in a digital world where everything is done online. Yeah, I don't have a website. Are you a not smart person? There's certain words I can't say because it's an ad.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, but you want to.
I want to. Say you've got an online business, e-commerce, some say. Oh, I want to sell things, but I don't know how. I wish there was an easy way possible. Squarespace, it's been around for a while. Get your head out of the sand and go get yourself a website, squarespace.com, buddy. It's crazy that you can make a website on a website. My mind's about to explode.
In the website matrix.
Say you're mad at Jared and you used to date him. And you want to
make a blog.
You can create a blog just like his ex did to talk about him. And what did she use? Squarespace. So you can also do other things though.
Or on a positive note,
say you're a photographer.
If you make music or if you're a photographer.
Well, you don't.
You can, okay, hurtful and not relevant. Okay.
Just
you
like
can make a website for your portfolio. And there's a lot of great.
Let me take it over from him because he doesn't know words. Say you're a photographer or you make music. Create a website to have all of your art and work in one place, you know? How professional. Oh, I make music. Oh, do you? Can I hear something? Oh, I make art. Oh, can I see it? How will I ever do it? You want to lug all your art with you or you want to lug all your cassette tapes with you at all times? No, they're heavy. Go to my website. How about that? Bing bong, here you go. And then they're there and they see everything you do and your life takes off and things are looking up. You can finally start a family. Huh? You like that?
Yeah.
Squarespace.com will give you everything you want in the world and more because they make websites
with powerful e-commerce tools.
Why would I say it? I said that and then you say it again?
Well, because I'm reiterating.
I'll reiterate right on your face. All right, guys, get yourself a website. Oh, wait, Zach, but I don't have enough coin for that. Do we have some deals for you? Tell them about the deals, Jared.
Right now, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/dropouts to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Once again, that is squarespace.com/dropouts for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring us. We love you.
No, so I think though, well, if it's making you feel bad, dude, then you gotta.
No, I'm having fun. That's the thing. You know, it's just confusing. You ever been in a confusing situation like that?
I mean, I was raised Catholic and was an altar boy, so yes.
Oh yeah, you've been in a few situations.
Yes, I've been confused.
So did they check for the the colon cancer?
The Holy Spirit?
That's what they called it at yours?
Well, no, that's what it is. They were checking for the Holy Spirit, and that's why it's okay by me. I think that now, since I have kids older, you just don't sit in anything that's like, as a parent, you know, now it's like, when I look back to what I was before I had kids, how many relationships I stayed in when I didn't want to, how many things I just did that I didn't want to do. It's like that part of my life is pretty much over now. It's like once you have kids and you grow up a little bit, you're like, dude, if I'm not feeling this, it's just, you're going to move on. The only reason that makes you stay is your own ego, because you're like, not you, I'm saying like in general, you're like, oh, if I leave, this person's going to be hurt. It's like they won't give a fuck at all after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Your ego thinks that they're going to care so much about you when it's like, no, nobody cares. It's good to be in fourth place in your own life, and that's what I am. It's my kids and Jasmine and everyone else in front of me, so it's nice to just know that I'll lead fourth or fifth, because then I stopped, you know, extrapolating my problems and my...
I do have a question to ask you. You said you're fourth in your life. You've got 3 kids and...
Jasmine.
Yeah. Who is after you?
What do you mean?
Because you're fourth. You'd be fifth, right?
Oh, yeah, fifth. Oh,
no. Don't backtrack out.
Yeah,
it's the step kid, isn't it? He's fifth. You can be honest here.
No, he counts as one of the 3 kids. So I guess, I'd be in fifth place in my own life. Right.
No, there's one of those kids that you hate. Or it could be Jasmine, and that's okay. Jasmine, how are you today? Thumbs up.
She gave a thumbs up, which is actually, but in Puerto Rican, that's the middle finger.
No.
Yeah. That means fuck you.
What's it like?
Fuck you.
What was it like meeting her family for the first time? Were you nervous?
Well, as soon as I met her, her father died within months, because I don't think he could handle her with me.
Let's cut to a clip.
No, her mom, I get along great with her family. I've assimilated in. It's nice. I'm at Christmas time, it's just, we'll take a family photo and it's just, 40 Puerto Rican people and me. I look like I'm
a panorama shot.
I look like I'm being sacrificed.
You feel like the dog that hangs out with the cheetahs to make them bring their anxiety down a little bit.
Yeah, we have a good time. We have a good time. I eat all the new foods. I learn all the new dance moves, all the new names. I've kind of assimilated into the new culture. And I like it. They like me.
Is there a thing? What's the food that really got you going? Where you're like, why hasn't this been introduced into my life sooner?
Maduros.
Yeah, that sounds tough.
Yes, baby.
That sounds authentic.
Los maduros.
Oh my god.
Maduritos, the little ones.
Maduritos.
Yes, and that's good. It's like a plantano, but it's like sweet. Those taste good. I like that, and I like flan. I'm all about flan. My name is Flan Drescher.
Flan, like the dessert.
Yeah, like the dessert. I like when I look over at her and she's not laughing. It's just fucking stupid.
She goes, he did the flan thing.
She just goes like this.
She's like, I did not think he'd do the flan thing. We talked about on the way over.
Yeah, she's like, it was like she's workshopping different ways to say flan Drescher, flan Von Gundy.
Flan Jovi.
Flan Jovi.
Flan Jovi's a decent one.
I like that. Flan Burgundy.
Flan Burgundy's topical.
That's a good
one. In 2004.
Flan Burgundy, yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Bobby Lee sucks.
Listen, he's coming around. I think he has some good stuff coming out about him.
No, I mean Bobby Lee sucks. Like he's got great lips.
Have you gotten intimate with him?
Yes, sir.
He seems like someone who would take the pitching, but I've heard rumors he's the one given. What's been going on there?
He has a vagina, Bobby.
He does?
He doesn't. He straps on a fake penis. He has a full vagina, Bobby.
From birth?
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. Koreans are wild.
Yeah?
Like wild. Koreans are my favorite people. I like Koreans. North Koreans. I like North Koreans. Bobby's from North Korea.
They're very rigorous, and you like the structure. You're a military guy.
I watched is it what's his name? Simon, he's a YouTuber. Simon something. He's from England. He's got like a thick or maybe Scottish accent, but he went to North Korea and he did it all on YouTube. And they have like water parks. Like it looks fun.
Do people actually use them though?
Yes, they were. That if you can get to China. I forgot what town in China, but they do like 3-day, 4-day guided tours that are like kind of allowed by the North Korean government to go. You can go sightsee North Korea.
Oh.
So you can do it. It's just you got to put a little bit of work in, but you can do it.
I mean, if Rodman can do it,
Yeah.
I mean, we can all get there.
I like that Spotify gave me a tin cup like I'm in 1860. It's like, what are you giving me cups like we're living on the frontier for? What is this?
Jared, did you get your opinion? I think you just got to talk to the woman and.
Your name's Jared or Jerry?
Jared.
Okay.
Like the jewelry store.
I like it. Are you Jewish? It's a Jewish name.
I was part of the Jewish Culture Club in high school, though.
Really?
Yeah.
And you weren't even Jewish?
No, I just had a lot of friends in
Also,
there.
the Black Culture Club. You actually were.
Yeah, I was. You know your family like photo with all the Puerto Ricans?
Yes.
I have one very similar, but with the Black Culture Club. I'm standing in like the top right corner, just pasty as hell. You know, looking out of place.
So Jared wanted to ask you a question about condom usage. He in high school.
God damn it, dude! Are you seriously gonna bring this up?
Why would we not talk to him about it? He's a man of education.
Exactly. And I grew up in the 90s, 2000s before condoms were even invented.
Exactly. He's done some wild stuff too, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have condoms when I was growing up.
He wants to tell you the story of how he used a Snickers bar as a condom once. The wrapper. Do you mind diving in? And he says it's the woman's idea.
It was the woman's idea.
Okay.
Okay, so we're young. We're like 17, 18. You know, we go out on a
We
date.
just need to
go-
assess if he's in the wrong. Sorry, I got to give you a prompt for for why we're teeing this up.
We go see a movie, and afterwards we find like a little dark spot in a park to go.
Okay.
You know, start messing around, and she wants to go all the way, and she goes, "Do you have a condom?" I said, "I don't. Do you?" And then she's like, "No." And so we start like looking all over her car for one, and
You didn't think Jerry had it in him, did you?
and I was like, we could do it without. And she's like, no, we need a condom, right? And so we're looking, can't find it. Like 5 minutes go by, and then she looks. There's a Snickers sitting in the cup holder, of the car, and then she goes, I mean, we could use this. And I started laughing. I was like, oh, it's funny. Like, oh, you're joking. And she goes, no, I'm serious. I was like, there's no way you're serious. I pressed her for about, a couple minutes, and then she was fully serious. And so what you do, you open it like a bag of chips, you slide it out, and then like to really like to get it on, you kind of had to like tear up the seam and then hold it. You just have to make sure the top is intact.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you perform coitus as normal, but it is very unpleasurable for
Let me
both
ask you
parties.
this: was it a fun size Snickers? Was it a like a Halloween candy Snickers?
You only need to
or
cover
was it
the tip,
or was it a
man.
big one?
You only got to cover the tip. You know that's where the juice comes from.
It was,
So you did it.
I did it.
Did she get a yeast infection? I feel like that's UTI city right there. If you just get a Snickers wrapper
Population
shoved
hurt,
in
yeah.
you.
I feel like I didn't really talk to her much after that.
Oh, that was it.
That kind of like scarred me.
I actually
a
heard.
little bit.
No, she's
Scarred her too.
She's doing well. Her yeast infection was so bad, she opened like this baking company, and they've been shelling out breads like
killing
she's Jesus.
Jesus. I mean, at that point though, just go raw. I mean, at that point,
that's what I said.
because I don't think that it prevented anything.
No, it definitely didn't. If anything,
Except for
it
a
probably
good time.
made it worse. 'Cause
Yeah.
Who knows how many hands that Snickers bar has been in?
Or do it in the butt next time. That's another thing to do.
Conveniently, that's when they changed their slogan to Snickers satisfies. And you were living, baby.
Yeah, that's nice.
He loves to bring that up every time we have a guest because it's horribly embarrassing.
Who was your last guest? Who did you have?
Ray Romano.
Oh, similar.
Similar on the same wavelength.
Did you tell him that story?
In passing,
In passing, yeah.
he didn't get his. I don't know how to do his voice. Why would you do that? And that was pretty much. He didn't ask any follow-ups.
Yeah.
He just moved on to the rest of his life.
Right.
Which is what you should do.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, Ray Romano. He was. I had a CBS sitcom pilot in 2016, and CBS shoot the whole pilot, whatever. This whole thing in LA, and then they had at the time Les Moonves, was running CBS at the time, had me meet like Kevin James, because he was at the King of Queens, and Ray Romano, everybody loves Raymond, and they were like, I want you to just talk to these guys because you're going to follow in their footsteps. That's all these lies that they tell you. and then it was cool because when I met Ray Romano, he was so like matter of fact and awesome. He was like, listen, I really hope that your pilot gets on the air. I swear to God, I do. He goes, there's an astronomically low chance it's going to get on and be successful. You just have to understand. He goes, what happened to me, talking about himself, was so like astronomically low chance of it happening. The fact that it happened is still insane. And he was like, I was just lucky. And there was a lot of luck involved, and I had a great show and great writers, and all that was great. He goes, but I'm sure you have a great show and great writers too, but no one will, most likely nobody's ever going to see it, and you should just be thinking about filming this pilot for something to watch with your family and kids when they get a little bit older, when it's a rainy day. And I was like, wow.
Damn.
And then I was like, I took that as so positive. And
Yep.
I was like, that just helped me let go of all the stress and anxiety and attaching my future to this show, where I was like, it's probably not going to work. And then it didn't work. It didn't get picked up. And then I just illegally put it on YouTube during the pandemic.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, it's true. I could just watch it with my kids now that they're a little bit older. And Ray Romano was 100% right. He was like, look, man, I was also... He was like, I also did these shows at a different time when it really mattered and you can make a lot of money. He was like, you don't live in that time anymore. So you should just go to YouTube. That's what you should do. And I was like, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You have to bow to him.
He's 100% right.
Yeah. It's also easy to say when you were the highest paid television actor of all time.
What's the number of all time?
I think so.
Wow, good
yeah.
I think he still makes like $18 million a year just from
residuals.
Yeah.
He's doing well for himself.
Kids doing well.
Kids crushing it.
What's the difference now because back then it's like, okay, I do stand up maybe to get this hit show.
Right.
And then now, I guess, what is it now that you own your own network with your socials?
Yeah, now it's just you do stand up, you sell tickets. That's where the money is on the road. And so like you sell tickets doing stand up, and then you put your podcasts out, your social media stuff out, and that's really it. I mean, you can go be on TV and do all that, of course, but it's like,
is there any North Star though? It's like, okay, I'd like to be this.
Honestly, dude, I look at a guy like a Tom Segura, and I'm like, that's who. What a great that's what I'd love to have I'm working towards what he has, like his own network. He's got a great tour, sells out wherever he goes. Can put stuff out for his fans with no edit, nobody getting in the way of his creative mind. And then he, makes a ton of money and loves what he does. I'm like, that's the future.
Do you have a hard time?
I'm hard all the time.
Okay, I can see why your legs are crossed.
Yeah.
Do you have a hard time like finding? Do you mostly look at the gap of where you're not, or like more of like, oh, look where I've came from, look at the gain that I've actually been able to accomplish? Like, what motivates you to keep striving for the Segura?
I don't even strive. I say that like if I'm asked like who's who I look up to, it's definitely him. I, though, now more than ever, I just control what I can control, and I just do the work and do what I think is good. And I know that I don't control the result. I know I don't control if people watch it. I don't control how much money I make. I'm just putting out the product that I like, and then the rest, I don't.
When did you come to that realization? Because I think it's tough.
Probably my third suicide attempt.
yeah, that'll do it.
The
second one is like, all right, no, I can figure this out.
Yeah. I think when I came, as I got older, and I like kind of, dude, it takes so much energy to try to control every part of your day and try to control every decision that's not in your control. It's like you just get exhausted. I'm like, I only have a finite amount of energy each day. I got to give time to my family. So I'm like, do your work, put out what you think is funny and the best, and whatever happens, if the fans like it, great. If they don't like it, great. And also, like I used to get mad, like all of us at like comments, because we're like, we don't want anyone to say anything bad about us, and you would like comment back or let that comment ruin the day. And now it's like, I realize that that's just a percentage of the whole. So there's always going to be obnoxious people in the world. There's always going to be people that don't like you. That's just a percentage of the whole of people. You're not going to get everybody to like you. That's not reality. So the person that doesn't like you or that's obnoxious, you're just running into the percentage of the whole. There's a percentage of people that will always like you, always not like you, and there's a percentage of people that will like you. So you run into all of them at different times for different reasons. So I've just let go of, I just do my work and then I forget about it, I spend time with my family, and then the next day is the next day.
Do you think Jasmine and your kids settled you down into that like a lot more? It's like, this is what matters.
Because now they set like priorities for you.
Yeah, well, and I've had a lot of time to like think and read because my family doesn't speak English. What the
hell are they talking about?
Nobody talks to me.
Can't watch TV film. No, that's all in another language.
Yeah, they're literally speaking another language. So I think that again, just when you start to have a, family and get a little bit older, I'm just like, I start to think about like, again, I'm going to have to be as close to the best version of myself as possible for when my kids start asking me questions or my kids want to know stuff. I'm going to have to have some answers figured out. So you got to do work on yourself, So my peers of mine, that kind of still complain and or get upset about the stuff we used to get upset about 10 years ago, the common theme is usually they don't have anything other than their career, which is fine.
Yeah.
But the thing that's going to come with that is you're going to spend a lot of energy on things that are very, very trivial and very, very like, it's so silly to like, who cares if you didn't get a part, or who cares if the video you thought was going to go viral didn't? It's like, you don't control that process. You just control the work that you've done or the art you put out. I don't control the rest.
Well, speaking of what you do control is definitely your input of,
I control the weather.
No, I know you do.
I'm with Jared.
Hey, can you figure out the humidity? Because we got here, it's just like
let's crank it down a couple notches.
The devil's blanket's on us the entire time. We're just sweating through. I've worn these 3 days in a row, and they smell like hell. We didn't expect that.
Yeah.
First of all, New York bent us over last night.
Good.
Jared especially.
West Village. Where'd you guys go? Chelsea.
Whiskey Tavern. We don't know anything about.
Oh, you're hungover.
Well, he is.
Wildly.
I'm hydrated.
Really? Dude,
You do not feel good.
I've been staring. I've been trying to keep track of the conversation.
He almost died. He threw up on himself. Well, he threw up and he choked on it a little bit last night. I had to dig it out. I had to dig it out with my fingers.
Oh, what hotel?
Hotel Mulberry.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on Mulberry Street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Little Italy.
Yeah. We have no idea. We're just
have no idea.
We're like, brother, we didn't make it past the end of the block. Everybody in there is drunk or hungover as well. Our assistant, she doesn't even know what day it is. She was upside down at one point. She was sleeping like a vampire. I got nervous. Yeah. She pulled out a tampon and said, "Look at this popsicle." Popped it in.
Oh, yummy in my tummy.
Yeah.
Did you? So you guys, what bar did you get ripped at last night?
Whiskey Tavern.
Is that on Mulberry Street? Is that down there?
It's somewhere around there. I know we definitely walked to it.
Oh, it's a close distance.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Quick question.
Oh, sorry.
Do you like?
Then I'm leaving.
Do you like
to go pick up my
picklebacks?
children? Picklebacks?
Yeah.
What's a pickleback?
Pickleback
that
is
sounds like
it's a shot of whiskey.
Okay.
I think, and a shot of pickle juice.
Oof.
And you're supposed to like take one right after the other.
And you did that.
It sounds like hell, right?
Right.
It is. I don't get why people like
Yeah,
it. They kept ordering 65 of them last night.
Yeah.
And trying to shove them down our throats.
No, I've never had that. Yeah, it sounds like a sandwich.
Yeah.
I know. I've never had it. No, I don't. I've been into edibles lately and less
really?
drinking. I take it. I have an edible and an Aperol spritz. That's a wild night for me.
Hell yeah.
Edibles are fucking great.
Do the kids like him?
Huh?
Do
the kids like them? Yes,
Yeah.
the kids love them. The kids. You have to be careful though, dude, because I mean the packaging is so fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
Oh my
fun.
God,
You have
it
to
looks
put them in
like
the
candy.
You got to put them in the back of the refrigerator.
These are
Because
daddy's gummies, but
Next thing you know, the 4-year-olds on the fucking moon.
I wouldn't mind if when my kids are alive, I would do edibles with my kids when they're like, old enough. I mean, drinking it's one thing. Edibles, I'm like, it's fine.
how do you feel like you're going to be with your daughter as far as dating? You think you're going to have a tough time with it?
No, I don't. I don't think so. I think I'll be everything in my relationship with my girl is like it's reversed. So I think I'd be the one who cares less, where Jazz would be the one who would be like all over the boyfriend, asking a million questions. Why even now, like Jazz will put up sheetrock and like build walls, and I'll bring in lemonades wearing her thongs. Like I
That's 2023 for
we
you.
have a role
Oh, yeah.
reversal, man. She builds everything and fixes everything, and I just I just sit there and I clean the dishes, I do the finances, I just put on an apron, and I'm
You're the housewife.
I'm the housewife, and I
Yeah.
don't mind it. I'm the housewife, and I have my little podcast.
All right, go in there, make us some money.
Yeah.
There's no way. She's just like, yeah, he talks. Does she explain you differently when she meets her friends? Like, oh no, he's on Wall Street. This guy. This guy's big time.
I think my mom is more like, if they know who I am, she's like, he does his comedy, but he's got a filthy mouth and a filthy brain.
Oh my God, that sounds like
Oh, that is my mother. She was selling merch last night for us.
Oh, shit.
And every single person that she talked to, she goes, I don't like their stuff. It is bad, but I'm proud.
Yeah.
And then she would give him a shirt.
Yeah.
I can't tell if she sold more or less. I think people are like, yeah, you're right. I don't like them. And then they just moved on.
We should leave.
What was the merch? What does the merch say?
Right there.
it's just
Dropouts
Dropouts.
University.
I like it, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It's very simple.
It is what it is. You know, people. Now we're trying to sell to these human beings. We've already taken over their life, an hour of their day. They could watch Oppenheimer. You know,
or Barbie.
Nolan spent his life on this movie, and instead they're watching us. That's
they're
disrespect.
calling it his like magnum opus. You know.
Yeah.
And instead they're you're listening to 3 random.
Do you imagine them
dudes.
being Nolan and like Oppenheimer's your magnum opus, and you got crushed by fucking Barbie? You just got crushed on the one weekend when you wanted to open up that movie, and they picked Barbie.
And it's like an ego thing. They tell you like, Mr. Nolan, they're putting Barbie out that week. He goes, oh, what are you okay? Like, what are you talking
fuck
about?
Barbie, dude. Yeah. I'll blow up Barbie like we blow up the Japanese.
Oh, I've heard of it.
That's what he said.
Hiroshima.
All right, I'm leaving. The people, you don't need to do more than an hour. People who like
you don't need to do more than 10
it's
minutes.
It's like, dude, you know, I listen to that Daily Stoic podcast. That guy will pump 3 ads in 12 minutes. I'm like, great, dude. HelloFresh, Amazon Prime, Kachava, fucking let it rip, dude.
We got to figure out how to get ads. Thank you, Chris.
I love you
for coming on.
I love you guys.
Give me some tour dates or give us some dates from when you're going to be.
ChrisDcomedy.com, motherfucker. I got all my dates. I'm coming all over. Radio City, New York City, the 22nd. Sold out. Theater at MSG. Almost sold out. So if you want to see me in New York, 22nd, 23rd of September, for Jasmine's family. And, and then I'm all over. I'm going to shoot a special probably in December. Just whatever city. I'm going hard till February, and then I'm taking 8 months off or something like that to write new materials. If you want to see me in your city, the only time is now. So buy the tickets, you fucking animals.
Right now.
I love it.
All right. Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate
it. Dude. I love you guys. Have fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This was fun.
Happy jerking.